I can't have a baby. Because of the cancer, it's not a good idea for me to ever have a baby. And I told myself, well, I'm 26, that's fine, I've got tons of time to figure this out. I'll figure out another way to be a mom if it's important to me. I threw all of my maternal energy into starting up this nonprofit. I started a nonprofit where young professionals could connect with different nonprofits in a way to give time and money, but not too much, in a way that wouldn't be overwhelming to them, with the goal that they would find something they were really passionate about. So I just threw my heart and soul into creating this nonprofit. One month, this event we were doing was a nonprofit for teenagers, mostly junior high and high school kids, giving them free music lessons, because their parents wouldn't otherwise be able to afford it. So the idea was they wanted these teenagers to talk to young professionals about going to college. They had a 100% high school graduation rate, which is pretty much unheard of for nonprofits, but they had a 100% high school graduation rate, and most of these kids were looking at college, but none of them even knew anybody who'd been to college. So we were going to go there and just demystify the process for them. I got a couple people to get up on the microphone beforehand and just give little examples, kind of break the ice before everybody started talking one-on-one or in small groups. So this gal got up on the microphone and talked about going to ACC, because that's reality for a lot of these kids. And this one guy got up and talked about joining the military to be able to pay for college, because that's reality for some of them. And I got up and I started talking about studying music in college, because that's what I did when dance clearly wasn't going to work out. I studied music. So I wanted to say just a couple sentences about studying music so that they would hear that that is a possibility, that's something that they could do. So I said my few sentences, and then I leaned into the microphone and I said, okay, go. There was a little boy, a really young one, sitting down at my feet. So I sat down with him. And as soon as I had introduced myself to Daniel, this big teenage boy, tall and skinny, with dreadlocks flying behind him, comes running across the courtyard. And he comes up to me and he goes, hi, my name's Anthony. I never thought I was going to go to college, but then I discovered music, and now I want to go to college, but I only think I can study music in college, so I have a lot of questions for you, like how many pieces do I have to take to a college music audition? If I get into a college music program, how many pieces do I have to learn every month? Whew. I should have known then that I was meeting my son, because he had never met a stranger and he could not stop talking. The reality is that relationship developed over weeks and months. I found out that he didn't have much family support. He was living with extended family and had been for many years. He didn't have anybody to talk to him about life, to talk to about college, so he started coming over once a week at first, and we'd work on his college applications, and then he'd come over twice a week, and once we'd work on his college applications, and then another time we'd take him to SAT tutoring, and by the time he went to college, we were mom and dad. And we've now officially adopted him. Being a mom doesn't look the way that I thought it would look. Sometimes we cling so tightly to the plan that we don't make room for what's coming. But Cheryl was right, because version 2 is usually better than version 1 anyway. My son, he is the child that I was meant to parent. He is just like me, doesn't look a thing like me, but he's more like me than anything I could create with my own DNA. He is my child. So the first step in coping when life doesn't go according to our plan is we let go of the plan. I promise you, version 2 is coming. Plan B is going to be better than plan A.